It is 11:58 on Saturday, April 30th, and that means it is time for the final regular season game here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between your Chattanooga State Tigers and the Dyersburg State Eagles. We have Jose Mendoza on the mound for the start today, just through the first pitch, and we are underway with a 1-0 count. Batting, if I am not mistaken, is going to be number 8, Jalen Fithian. He pops that one up towards first base. Cam Grimes, the second baseman, comes over, makes the grab, and out number 1 is on the board. Great job by Jose Mendoza, throwing 2 pitches, grabbing 1 quick out here in the top of the first. Now we have number 10, Andy Martin, stepping up to the plate. The first pitch to Martin misses high, but the second one is going to be in there for strike 1. So we'll have 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out for the first time today. Mendoza gets set and delivers. That one's hit foul over the home bleachers. Tigers coming off a split in the doubleheader yesterday, lost game 1 and won game 2. So that cements the Tigers at the 2 seed for going into this conference tournament. Curveball there misses high, so we'll go to 2-2. So because the Tigers are the 2 seed, I believe we're going to see a little bit of a bullpen type of day on the mound. I'm going to try to get some guys some work as this one's chopped towards shortstop. Here's the throw from Griffin Clark. There's out number 2. Great job there by the Tiger shortstop. Up now is going to be number 17, Lucas Cook, transfer out of Walter State, freshman. He'll be up now to face Jose Mendoza with 2 outs. But back to that bullpen type deal for the pitchers today. I believe we're going to see at least a couple through this 9-inning game. That fastball misses just inside. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but missed by a little bit. So we'll go to 1-0. Mendoza delivers a second time as that one is chopped foul. Mendoza set for this 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses just outside, so we'll go to 2-1. Zach Rice back in the catching slot today. Logan Smith must be in the DH spot, but we'll find out here in just a few minutes. That one runs a little too far inside, so we'll go to 3-1. Tiger record now stands at 42-11 on the year, putting us at 19-5 in the conference. "3-1 is chopped towards third base. Stoney Smith with a glove. There's the throw, and out number 3 is retired. That is a 1-2-3 top of the first for number 24, Jose Mendoza. Here comes the Tigers and the Tiger offense after this. On the mound to start today for the Dyersburg State Eagles is going to be number 27, Jacob Morin, sophomore transfer out of Texas Southern University. Here's pitch number 1. Fastball inside, that's good enough for a strike one call from the home plate umpire. Number 8, Hayden Hunt in the box as usual to get things started. Pitch number 2 coming in. Fastball missed outside. A little bit of an aggressive take there from Hayden Hunt, but going to be ball 1, so we'll go to 1-1 count here. Looks like a slider in there for strike 2. Morin on the mound has 31.2 innings going into this one, ERA of 2.84. Allowed 25 hits and struck out 41 in those 31 innings. This one's hit high towards second base, and underneath it is going to be number 8, Jalen Fithian. Here's number 2, Griffin Clark, stepping into the box. Curveball there, misses inside on the first pitch to Griffin Clark, so we'll be at a 1-0 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Morin misses there, low and outside with the fastball. Dyersburg has some navy blue jerseys with red letters, navy blue hats, and gray pants today. That one's fouled off over the home dugout into the parking lot here on campus at Chat State. Tigers rocking the blue pinstripe pants and blue jerseys, as well as some blue hats and some blue helmets. Here's the 2-1. Missed outside, we're going to go to 3-1. Morin out of the windup kind of takes a pause there when he takes that first step back to initiate his motion. Not sure if that was a timing thing or his normal windup, but he does again there. That one misses outside as well, so Griffin Clark will walk after that 3-1 count. Here's number 14, Jared Emery, today's first baseman. Emery has played in every game this year except for one. Has not missed very much, has started 48 of them as well. First pitch to him is ball 1. One-oh pitch is swung on and missed there. Almost a back pick there at first, but Clark makes it back before there's even a throw. So we'll have 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out on the scoreboard. Griffin Clark on first and Morin out of the stretch, getting ready to deliver this 1-1 pitch. He picks off. Clark is back in safely. One coming in. Curveball hit high over towards first base behind there. Jalen Fithian goes and makes the grab in foul territory. And Jared Emery is retired. Here's number 11, Cam Grimes. Cam Grimes had one of two Tiger home runs in yesterday's doubleheader. Hit a shot over that left center field fence. Here's the OL. Long pause and a pickoff. Clark back in safely as he dives back to the bag. Breaking ball there, gets right on in the zone for strike number one. So Grimes facing an 0-1 count here now. That one misses inside, so we'll go to 1-1. Another pickoff thrown into right field. Clark is going to take off for second base, maybe even third. He rounds it. He's held up, and that's two bags as he's now just 90 feet away from scoring on third base. Grimes with 55 RBIs on the year is no stranger to runs batted in. Slugging .736 with an on-base percentage of exactly .500. Here's the 1-1. Slider misses outside there. I'm not sure if we've seen two pitches or two different breaks on that slider, but one of them appears to break more like a true slider, more left to right with a little bit of downward movement, and the other one's more of a slurve. So it could be a certain grip or it could be a different pitch. There's that more downward moving one for strike two as we go to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Fastball misses outside there. We're going to go to a full count at 3-2. Morin back out of the windup, throws ball 4 to Cam Grimes. So number 4, today's designated hitter, Logan Smith, is up with men on the corners and 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. No hits have been recorded yet for either team, and obviously no runs have scored. Curveball runs inside there, so we're going to have ball 1. That one's hit right back where it came from. Would have been a shot up the middle. The pitcher makes a fantastic catch in order to have an out and prevent a ball to the shoulder. So that's out number 3 on a very well hit ball back up the middle. Here comes Jose Mendoza back out with the Tiger defense. Mendoza back now in his second inning of work. That one misses outside. Mendoza gets his sign and comes set here on the top of the second. There's the pitch. Runs a little inside, has some sort of cut to it, but not enough, as that's going to be ball 2. Count is 3-1 now for Jose Mendoza. Here up against number 29, James Dodd. There's strike 2. Count goes to full. On the year here, Jose Mendoza has 19.2 innings, has allowed 29 hits, and struck out 23. That one's hit right back up the middle. Cam Grimes playing into the shift, makes a good play. There's the throw, and out number 1 for Mendoza here in the second inning of work. So that'll bring up number 5, Pierre Seals, the right fielder in today's contest. Played right field in both games yesterday as well. So with that, we'll go through the Tiger defensive lineup. So we got number 24, Jose Mendoza on the mound. Number 15, Zach Rice at the dish. Number 3, Stoney Smith out there at third. Number 2, Griffin Clark at shortstop. That's going to be a first pitch strike for Jose Mendoza. Number 11, Cam Grimes, who just made that awesome play up the middle out there at second base. Number 14, Jared Emery at first. And we switched it up yesterday in Game 2 that worked for us. So we'll go from right to left in the outfield. Number 19, Scott Campbell in right. Number 8, Hayden Hunt in center. And number 10, Adam Haber out there in left field. That pitch missed, so we'll have a 1-1 count. Mendoza gets set for this 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out pitch. Pours that one apparently not in the strike zone. I thought it was, but it's going to be low, I guess, for a 2-1 count now. Misses outside with that one. We'll go to 3-1. Here's a 3-1 from Mendoza. This one's hit a long way, but way foul. Over the tennis courts out there in foul territory. I guess it's not really foul territory, it's out of play, but was hit very far, so that's a pretty long strike too. As this count goes to full as well. Swung on and missed is that one. Rice throws it around the horn, and that's out number 2 for Jose Mendoza. Here's number 22, Cooper Miles, coming up to bat. Miles hitting .304 coming into this series through 115 at-bats. On-base percentage of .440. First pitch runs a little inside under the hands on a fastball, so I'll have a 1-0 count. Been a quick couple of outs so far in this one. Got through that first inning relatively quick. That one misses inside as well, so we'll go 2-0. There is strike one. That one is swung on and missed. We'll have a 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Mendoza gets set for this 3-2 pitch here. Has had every batter 3-2. That one is chopped foul, so we'll stay here with 2 outs in the top of the second at a full count. A little frustrating as a pitcher, getting those foul balls on those 3-2 counts, especially when you have to continue to throw strikes with little to no margin for error. Mendoza readies on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Misses low, that's ball 4. That'll bring up number 19, Marquise Charles, if my lineup is correct, and it looks like it is. That ball is laced towards Jared Emery at first base. He grabs it and steps on the bag, and Jose Mendoza has out number 3 and has finished his second inning of work. Here comes the Tiger offense right after this. Here is number 15, Zach Rice, stepping into the box to face, I forgot who was pitching. Number 27, Jacob Morin, in his second inning of work. That first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one, so we'll have an 0-1 count going into this one. That pitch is taken for strike two, so Zach Rice will have a 2-2 count here against Jacob Morin in this leadoff batter of this bottom of the second inning. Here comes that 2-2. Swung on and missed. That's the first out here in this one. And number 3, Stoney Smith, coming up to the box now. So now I'm being joined by number 13, Matthew Randall, up here in the press box for a quick interview while we're on offense. That one is fouled off over the home dugout. So my first question for you, Matthew, is as a pitcher, we're seated at the number 2 spot going into this conference tournament. I was curious if you had any thoughts or how you felt about that.
You know, I feel good about it. Other teams have to burn pitching to get to us, which that's going to help us in the long run. So I think it'll play out good for us later on in the tournament. So yeah.
That one's hit high and deep to center field, but Stoney Smith is retired for the second out of the inning. So we'll have number 19, Scott Campbell, today's right fielder, stepping into the box. And I think that's a very astute analysis of our Game 1 conference opponent. I think that's either the 7 seed or the 10 seed. So coming off that 26-game win streak, Matthew, you closed a lot of these conference series for us. I'm curious, what are your keys to success when you come into games very late in high-pressure situations? This one's dropped for a bunt. I'm sorry, I'm totally interrupting Matthew, but here's the play. Scott Campbell is safe at first base there with 2 outs, and we'll have number 10, Adam Haber. So now back to our question.
I think it's good just to stay calm. Runners on base, you can't get nervous or anything like that. You just got to pitch your spot and trust your defense, and hopefully you just do your job.
Absolutely, Matthew, and you have certainly done your job so far this season with, we'll have the ERA right here. Where did it go? Matthew Randall with a 0 ERA on the year, so certainly nothing to sneeze at. And here's the first pitch to Adam Haber, taken up high for ball 1. Now, one more question for you, Matthew. We recently had a 26-game win streak. Do you think here with yesterday's win, and if we pull out today's, do you think we can get a little bit more momentum rolling going into this conference tournament and hopefully have some positive mojo?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I think that if we get a win today here, that we have some energy going in the tournament and feel like we can do a lot of damage in it. And team should be worried about us, so I think we can do pretty good and make a run for the championship game in it and maybe move on.
Absolutely. That ball's hit up the middle, and his second base is stepped on for out number 3. So, Matthew Randall, do you have anything else to say to Tiger Nation?
Thank y'all for always watching and supporting, and go Tigers.
Yes, sir. That has been number 13, the closer, Matthew Randall, here for the interview. And the Tiger defense and Jose Mendoza will be right back after a short break. First pitch there to start off this top of the third misses a little inside. We'll have a 1-0 count. Mendoza back out, but it looks like number 1, Ty Burchett in the bullpen, starting to get loose. That one's chopped towards number 3, Stoney Smith. He gloves it. There's the throw, and out number 1 as it is a strike. This one's going around the horn. And we'll have number 44, Grant Davis, stepping into the box now. That was number 1, Cameron Johnson at the plate, grounded out for that 5-3 putout. That is a first pitch fastball in there for a called strike 1. Great job by Mendoza there getting ahead. That first pitch strike has been a huge focus for the Tiger pitching staff in the last couple of weeks as it sets the pace for the rest of the at-bat. There is strike number 2, also taken. That one's fouled off over the home bleachers there, so we're going to stay at this 0-2 count. Mendoza way ahead with 1 out in the top of the third. Only 1 hit on the board so far. It's a Tiger hit this past inning in the bottom of the second. But no other huge offensive production so far today. That one's fouled off in more or less the same spot, so we'll stay 0-2. Those 0-2 foul-offs aren't as frustrating as the 3-2 ones because you have a little bit more of a margin of error. If you get a guy swinging, you can try to work a little bit more outside or more inside to induce some more swings and potentially even a bad swing. As that one misses a little inside. Rice was set up outside there and kind of reached across over to his left to grab that one. I think it was over the plate, just didn't quite look like it because Rice was set up on that outside corner. That glove and that presentation is such a crucial part of strike calls. That one's chopped foul off the foot of number 44, Davis. Swung on and missed is that one. That's the second strikeout of the ball game for Mendoza, and second out here in the top of the third. This will bring up number 8, Jalen Fithian, with the top of the order for the Dyersburg State Community College Eagles. Mendoza toes the rubber, kicks and fires. This one hits Fithian in either the elbow or the ribs. He'll take first base. So now we'll have number 10, Andy Martin, stepping into the box. That one's fouled back up and over the press box for another first pitch strike on a fastball from Jose Mendoza. one's hit foul again over the home bleachers. So we'll have an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. That one's chopped foul again, so we'll stay 0-2. Burchett still up in the Tiger bullpen. Probably will come in next inning. Here as Mendoza gets set for this 0-2. He looks at the runner. Emery's holding him on at first. There's a pickoff move. Just wanted him to think about it as he dove back. That one is swung on and missed. It'll be out number 3. Here comes the Tiger bats. The top of the Tiger order is back up with number 8 Hayden Hunt behind 1 and 2 now. One-two pitch is driven into shallow right, and it's brought in by Pierre Seals for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Number 2, Griffin Clark, up to bat now. Here's the 0-0. Curveball. Doesn't quite have enough break on it for it to be strike number 1. So we'll have a 1-0 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. That one does, and we'll have 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Morin doing a good job with that breaking ball for Dyersburg today. 1-1 coming in. That one doesn't have enough break, so that's 3 in a row to Griffin Clark for a 2-1 count. Another pause in the windup there. Fastball misses outside. Going to go to 3-1. And on that full count, that one's going to miss high, so Clark will take a walk here with 1 out. To be the first base runner in this 3rd inning for the Tiger offense, here's number 14, Jared Emery, now stepping up to the plate. Curveball there, bends on in, get me over for strike number 1. That one swung on a miss for strike 2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's out number 2, and we'll have number 11, Cam Grimes, coming up to the dish now. First pitch to Grimes misses, so we'll have ball 1. That's strike 1. We'll have a 1-1 count to number 11, Cam Grimes. Single season home run record holder here at Chattanooga State at 13 this year. That one's chopped short, a lot of spin on it. He'll be retired for the 3rd out of the inning, and will head into the 4th. Number 1, Ty Burchett on the mound now for your Chattanooga State Tigers. Throws a first pitch fastball that's hit hard into left field. Ground ball between the shortstop and third baseman. So that is the first hit for the Eagles so far, as they have a man on to start the top of the 4th. This is number 29, James Don. Batter before him was number 17, Lucas Cook, who's now standing on first base. First pitch to Dodd is ball 1. Burchett gets set for this 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Misses low with it, so we'll have 3-0. No activity in either pen. Rice sets up outside. Burchett checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That one misses outside, so that is a walk on that 3-1 pitch from Burchett. Here is number 5, Pierre Seals, today's right fielder, stepping up to the plate now. There's a first pitch strike from Ty Burchett. So he'll have Seals 0-1 with men on first and second base. That pitch misses outside. We'll go to 1-1. Burchett on the year. 3.33 ERA through 24.1 innings pitched, has allowed 30 hits and struck out 18. That one misses low. We'll have 2-1. And with that pitch, we are all evened up at 2-2 at the plate. There are no outs. We're in the top of the 4th inning, and there are men on first and second base. Burchett checks the runner, delivers home. That one's going to miss. We'll have 3-2. Number 29, hometown kid Hunter Davis, heading out to the pen to get loose in case Burchett gets into too much trouble out here. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, hit hard, but foul. Down the third base line. About 2 inches foul. Past that third base bag. So we'll stay at 3-2. That one's hit even harder foul, but even more foul. So one more time, we're staying at 3-2 here with no outs and men on first and second base. Both teams at 1 hit on the day. There's ball 4, so bases are loaded here with no outs. Davis really starting to get hot out there in the bullpen. Here's a mound visit from pitching coach Dion Felger. Here is number 22, Cooper Miles, at the dish now for the Dyersburg State Eagles. Purpose of that mound visit was probably just to buy time for Hunter Davis in the pen. But Burchett has him 0-1. There's 0-2 after a fastball and a curveball sequence there. So Burchett way ahead here. We'll see what he goes to as he gets the sign and toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's the first K of the inning as he fans Miles there. So number 19, Maurice Charles, coming up to bat. That one misses low. Everyone's going to stay where they are. Pretty good block and way to get to the ball there by number 15, today's catcher, Zach Rice. Both the pitcher and the catcher, Burchett and Rice, are true freshmen. Burchett hails from Commerce, Georgia. Rice from Lawrence, South Carolina. Not too many true freshmen on the field here. Stoney Smith at third is a true freshman, as is number 10, Adam Haber, out there in left. Oh, and actually, number 19, Scott Campbell. I mean, there's more than I thought. So Burchett has Charles 3-0 here after that last strikeout. Looks like the Lady Tigers have a 1-0 lead against the Lady Eagles out there on the softball field. There's strike one here on the baseball field. That one swung on, hit hard to deep right center field. Scott Campbell giving chase. He's underneath it. That's caught, but it's going to be good for a sac fly, so one run will come in. And the runner on second will advance to third. The Eagles are on the board, and Burchett has 2 outs. Number 1, Cameron Johnson at the plate now for the Dyersburg State Eagles. Facing an 0-1 count after that first pitch strike from Burchett. Pickoff attempt here, not in time. Johnson hitting .259 on the year through 116 at-bats. There's another pickoff attempt, also not in time, but just trying to keep that runner close or get a free out number 3. But that's 30 hits through 116 at-bats with 16 RBIs. Here comes that 0-1. Curveball doesn't drop quite enough, so we're going to go to 1-1. There's strike 2 as Burchett gets ahead one more time. We'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Eagles have scored 1 run so far this inning. Here's the 1-2. Runner takes off. This one's hit high towards center field. Hayden Hunt heading over, but it's going to be Scott Campbell who calls him off. There's out number 3. Here comes the Tiger Bats. Here is number 4, Logan Smith, to get things started here in the bottom of the 4th, hopefully to answer that 1-run top of the inning by the Dyersburg State Community College Eagles. Number 27, Jacob Morin, still on the mound in his 4th inning of work. That one's hit foul up and over the home bleachers, so that's going to be strike 1 for an 0-1 count. Swung on and missed is that one. We'll go to 0-2. That one's going to miss outside, so we'll have a 1-2 count now to today's designated hitter, Logan Smith. Smith hitting .380 headed into this series. This one's popped up over towards second base. Fithian underneath it, there's out number 1, and here comes number 15, Zach Rice. First pitch fastball to Zach Rice in there for strike number 1. This one's hit high and deep, center field, but underneath it is Cameron Johnson. There's out number 2. Quick 2 outs there for Jacob Morin on the mound for the Eagles. Here's number 3, Stoney Smith. First fastball misses outside. Stoney Smith is going to face a 1-0 count here. That's a breaking ball in there for strike 1, so we'll go to 1-1. Stoney Smith on the year at .282 through 117 at-bats, has 33 hits, slugging .436, and with an on-base percentage of .390. Long pause there in the windup. This one's hit hard, right back where it came from, up the middle. Second baseman Fithian gloves it, makes a throw, but it's over the first baseman's head. So that's going to be, I guess, a throwing error, as Stoney Smith will take first base. Curveball's thrown as the first pitch to number 19, Scott Campbell. He tries to drop a bunt but fouls one off. So he'll have an 0-1 count now. Slider there misses on the outside half, so we're going to go to 1-1. Oh, I guess that was a check swing. I didn't think he went around, but I guess he did. So that's actually strike 2, so we'll have 0-2 instead of 1-1. This one's hit high into right field. Popped up, coming in. Oh, it's going to drop. The right fielder was jogging like he was going to be underneath it, but it drops in for the second hit of the ball game. And Stoney Smith is going to advance to third. So we'll have number 10, Adam Haber, up with a man just 90 feet away here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Haber in the box, set for this 0-0 pitch. Morin takes a long pause, throws a curveball at strike one. Still can't really tell if those are two different pitches or two different breaks on the same pitch. But either way, we'll have an 0-1 count now. There's another more of a curveball looking off speed, so we'll go to 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Scott Campbell takes off. That one's hit foul. Here's the second 0-2 pitch to number 10, Adam Haber. Pickoff play. Scott Campbell tries to draw a throw, but is unsuccessful. He'll head back to first. Everyone's safe. This one's hit in his left field, but under it is going to be number 10, Andy Martin, to retire the side. So the Tiger defense will head back out. Number 29, Hunter Davis on the mound now for your Chattanooga State Tigers, heading into the fifth inning of this one. His first batter is in the 9 spot. This is number 44, Grant Davis, freshman transfer out of Murray State University. Throws a first pitch fastball, misses a little bit outside. Here comes pitch number 2. That's a strike, and we'll have a 1-1 count. Davis primarily works on that two-seam pitch. Throws it really well, has a lot of break on it. Been experimenting a lot with his changeup. We'll see if we see some of those here in his time. There's another fastball, misses just a hair low. We're going to go to 2-1. Number 18, Patrick Norman, headed out into the pen in case Davis gets into some trouble, or he'll probably go in the next inning. This one's hit high and deep to right field. Scott Campbell going way back. That one's going to get out by a couple of feet. So the Eagles will have 2 runs now on that home run by number 44, Grant Davis. Here is the top of the order with number 8, Jalen Fithian. Davis misses with the first 2 to Fithian. So we'll have a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Hit right back up the middle. Off some part of Davis's body. Hopefully he's all right. I'm not sure where it got him. It did look like it hit him in the face, but he seems all right. Wiggles that left arm around there. Maybe he got some of that too. But either way, nice play on that one to record that first out. Way to get back into the game. Here's number 10, Andy Martin. There's strike 1. Wears that line drive and delivers a first pitch strike. You love to see it. Hunter Davis, not that small of a guy. I wonder if the ball was okay. That one misses. We got 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here comes the 1-1. Big swing and a miss there from number 10, Martin. We'll have 1-2 after that 2-seam fastball. We'll see what's called here by pitching coach in his first year at Chattanooga State. That's Coach Dion Felger calling pitches from the dugout. It's also the first base coach on offense. Might have been a changeup, not quite sure. Either way, we're 2-2. That 2-2 is hit into right field. Scott Campbell is underneath it. There's out number 2. As Davis makes quick work of Andy Martin. Here is number 17, Lucas Cook. First pitch misses for ball 1. Pitch number 2 pours right down Broadway for Strike one. We got 1-1 count here to Cook, the shortstop for the Eagles. Grimes playing dead up the middle. This one's hit into left center field. Haber runs over, grabs it after a bounce. So that is going to be a 2-out single for number 17, Lucas Cook. We've got number 29, James Dodd, up now for the Eagles. There's a first pitch strike from number 29, Hunter Davis, to number 29, James Dodd. So Davis has an 0-1 count now. Here with 2 outs at the top of the 5th. Misses high with a fastball. So we're going to even out at a 1-1 count. Davis on the year with 11 innings. Has an ERA just under 5 at 4.9. That one's thought it was going to be a low strike, but it's called a ball. So in those 11 innings, there have been 10 hits and 16 Ks. So pretty good stats there. Davis checks the runner, comes set, checks again, checks a third time. Here's the pitch. Misses just low again. We'll go to 3-1. That one's hit high and foul, and probably out of play. So count will go to full here. We've got 3 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs, so the runner will probably be moving on the pitch. We'll see if we see a pickoff play out of Davis here. Try to grab that 3rd out early without having to chance even throwing a pitch. Runner takes off. This one's hit towards shortstop. Griffin Clark gloves it. Here's the throw. There's out number 3, and a good inning from Hunter Davis. Here comes the Tiger offense. Here is the top of the order up with number 8 Hayden Hunt to get things started here in the bottom of the 5th for the Tigers. Morin still out on the mound for the Eagles. Throws a pretty good looking curveball there for strike 1 as it bends into the strike zone. Pitch number 2 hit very hard. It's going to get by the third baseman. Very hard line drive. There's a single to start things off for the Tigers. Here's number 2, today's shortstop, Griffin Clark. This one's hit towards second base. It'll advance the runner, but be a 4-3 put out at first. So there's out number 1 as Hayden Hunt takes second base. Here is number 14, Jared Emery, today's first baseman, stepping into the box now. That ball hit a long way, but very foul. Would have absolutely left the yard had it stayed fair, but instead it's a long strike 1. So Emery is 0-1, facing Morin here. That one swung on and missed on the outside half, so we're 0-2. Comes the 0-2. Hunt gets his lead at second base. That one's fouled back. We'll stay at 0-2. That one misses. We'll go to 1-2 to number 14, today's first baseman, Jared Emery. Leading the Tiger batting average category at .423 coming into this series. Led the nation in RBIs just a few days ago. Haven't checked the stats since this series has begun. But he is at 77 RBIs on the year. Here's the 1-2. This one's hit high and deep to center field, actually coming in as the right fielder as it tails away. That's out number 2. Here is number 11, today's second baseman, Cam Grimes. Grimes ready at the plate for this 0-0 pitch from Morin. Hayden Hunt somewhere under 180 feet away from scoring. First pitch misses for ball number 1. That one's fouled off, so we'll go to 1-1. Pretty good looking swing there out of Grimes. One curveball fouled off again into that net behind home plate, so we'll go to 1-2. That one misses outside, so we'll go to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3.5 innings left to play. 4.5, sorry. That one swung on and missed. That's out number 3. Here is number 5, Pierre Seals, up to face number 18, Patrick Norman, in his first inning of work today. We have a 1-1 count here in the top of the 6th with no outs. Eagles have a 2-run lead. Score is 2-0. Each team has 3 hits. Eagles have 1 error. Tigers have none. This one's hit hard towards Stoney Smith at third. He gloves it. Here's the throw. There's out number 1 for Patrick Norman. There's one that just missed too high. We have number 22, Cooper Miles, in the box now. Freshman transfer out of Wabash Valley. Swing and a miss there. We'll go to 1-1. There's strike two. It is 1:37 p.m. here in the city of Chattanooga today. Have a very nice 79 degrees, hardly a cloud in the sky. High of 82 and low of 56 today. That one misses outside. We'll go to 2-2. Says no chance of rain today, but a little bit of a chance tomorrow. Here's the 2-2 from Norman. Chopped foul. Some life in the Dyersburg bullpen. That's going to be number 21, Gavin Smith, getting loose out there. That slider there misses outside. We'll go to 3-2. That one's going to be swung on and missed. It'll go around the horn after Norman fans number 22, Miles. Looks like we got number 16, Reese Milam, up in the Tiger bullpen, getting ready to come in next inning. And we have number 19, Maurice Charles, stepping into that left-handed batter's box now. Norman out of the windup. There's the first pitch. It's a fastball. Misses up and out. That one misses as well. We'll go to 2-0. That one runs in and gets him, so that'll be a base for Charles there. Here's number 1, Cameron Johnson, center fielder. Runner takes off. He'll have second base. So Norman will have a 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. It'll go to 2-1. Norman takes a quick beat to recover here. Wants to make sure he gets this last out here in the top of the 6th. Doesn't want to let this runner get any closer to home either. He checks him, delivers home. Curveball just misses high. Doesn't have quite enough break. Slider, not a curveball, excuse me. That one had more of a 12-6 kind of break as opposed to that true slider break, but not a bad pitch nonetheless. So count is 3-1 to Cameron Johnson for Dyersburg. There's a fastball that missed up. Norman usually has a little bit more bite to that slider. Doesn't look too bad today, but doesn't have its usual sharpness. So here's number 44, Grant Davis, coming up for the Dyersburg State Community College Eagles. Here with 2 outs and men on first and second base. Norman Reddies checks the runner and delivers home. Misses up and in with a fastball, so we'll go to 1-0. If you are just now joining us, we are in our final regular season game here at Tiger Field. Conference tournament starts in a little over a week next Sunday. There's a slider in there for strike one. Count goes to 1-1. Tigers are 42-11 on the year after a split in yesterday's doubleheader. Lost the first one, won the second. Great performance from Will Shelton in that second game for the win. Got the W there. Almost win a complete game. It's 2 outs short before they brought in the closer. So Norman has Davis 1-2 now with 2 outs. He kicks and fires. There's strike 3. Zach Rice flips that ball back out towards the mound, and here come the Tiger bats. Number 27, Jacob Morin, back out on the mound for his 6th inning of work here in this 9-inning game on Saturday, April 30th. Number 4, Logan Smith, steps into the box. He is today's designated hitter. Morin out of the windup takes that pause. There's a fastball chopped foul. Gets past head coach, Coach Dennis, out there at third. Recently reached his 1,000th career win about a week and a half ago. Big moment for him. Long time coming. There's a slider, misses outside, so it'll be 1-1. There's another slider that misses. So we'll go to a 2-1 count to the Tiger DH. As I've mentioned before, Logan Smith and Zach Rice swap out quite a good bit between the DH spot and the catching slot, depending on the day. Gives them both a break. I'm sure they're equally grateful for each other. This one's laced into shallow right center field. That's going to be a single to start off this inning for the Tiger offense. And speak of the devil, here is number 15, Zach Rice. So with that, looks like number 27, Jacob Morin's day is done. Through 5 innings, didn't record an out here in the top of the 6th. So a pretty good day from him for Dyersburg. And we'll have number 21, Gavin Smith, transfer out of Florida State, out on the mound for Dyersburg State. And we'll be right back with you after a quick break. Enjoyed a little Guns N' Roses there for the break for the pitcher to warm up. So here is number 15, Zach Rice, up with no outs in the bottom of the 6th, with Logan Smith out there on first base. Got us started with a absolutely driven single into shallow right field. So he gets his lead out there. Smith comes set on the mound. Throws a first pitch strike to Rice. Rice, a true freshman out of South Carolina, hitting .358 on the year with a .491 on base percentage. Times called in the box. He's right back in it and readies for this 0-1 pitch. Smith kicks and fires. Slider misses outside. We'll go to 1-1. Softball game looks like it's going into extras over there in right field. All tied up at 4 between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Eagles. As usual, the softball team is on the same conference schedule as the baseball team. That pitch to Zach Rice missed high, so we'll go to a 2-1 count. Still no outs here. In the bottom of the 6th, excuse me. Dyersburg has a 2-run lead over the Tigers. That one missed low, so we'll go 3-1. Not too much of a lead out there from Logan Smith on first. That one runs way inside. Zach Rice will have a walk. So this will bring up the Tennessee native, Stoney Smith, playing third base. He could really do some damage here. Squares to bunt. Tries to draw that third baseman, and he drops it. Goes to the pitcher. He'll be thrown out at first, but will advance both runners. So great job on that sacrifice bunt there from Stoney Smith to push those two guys into scoring position. Here's number 19, Scott Campbell, had a great hit last time he was up. Campbell out of Macon, Georgia. He's all set to go here with one out and an 0-0 count. Number 34, Preston Martinez, getting loose in the Dyersburg bullpen. He came in to throw in, I believe, that first game of the doubleheader yesterday. Very hard-throwing sidearm guy. And in the Tiger bullpen, still Reese Milam out there, getting loose. There's strike one, so Scott Campbell has a 1-1 count now. Scoreboard reads 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. I think the Lady Tigers just walked it off out there at the softball game, because the score now says 5-4, and the teams are on the field. Always like to see the Chattanooga teams winning. That pitch missed, though, so we'll have 2 balls and 1 strike. Slider misses outside there as well, so we'll go to 3-1. Campbell this year hitting a cool .384 through 125 at-bats, has 48 hits through those. On-base percentage above 500 at .521. Never a bad thing when a lot of your hitters have an on-base percentage of more than every other at-bat. So count is full here now to Scott Campbell. Here's the pitch. Misses. He'll have a walk. Bases are juiced for number 10, Adam Haber. This one's chopped back towards the pitcher. 1 runner will come in to score, so that'll be an RBI for Adam Haber. And the Tigers are on the board. So now up with the top of the order is going to be today's center fielder, number 8, Hayden Hunt. That first pitch misses to Hayden Hunt, so we'll have a 1-0 count. Here's pitch number 2. Hit hard up the middle. Maybe too hard, as Cameron Johnson is underneath it to bring it in for out number 3. If it was hit into the gap, that's probably 3 bases for the speedy Hayden Hunt. But got a hold of it a little bit too much, landed in the glove of the center fielder. So with that, we'll have presumably Reese Milam and the Tiger defense coming out now. So the leadoff hitter is up for the Dyersburg State Eagles in the form of number 8, Jalen Fithian. Number 18, Patrick Norman, back out on the mound. Reese Milam not out there quite yet, but still in the pen. 2 balls there to start off this at-bat from Patrick Norman. There's a fastball pours right down Broadway for strike 1. 3 innings left to go here in this Saturday 9-inning single game with a special sophomore Saturday ceremony. After that, how about that alliteration, folks? Here, this one's hit to Stoney Smith, thrown to first. There's out number 1. Number 10, Andy Martin up now. This one's hit high to shallow center. Cam Grimes out there brings it in. There's a quick out number 2 from Patrick Norman. Patrick Norman has this batter 1-0 so far. There's a slider in there for strike 1. This is going to be number 17, Lucas Cook, transfer out of Walters State, standing at 6'3". Norman probably around 6'3", 6'4" himself. That one swung on and missed. So Norman is way ahead here with no one on and has an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Norman gets set, ready for this 0-2. Throws a fastball. Not a bad 0-2 spot, but misses outside for ball 1. Try to induce a swing there. I bet we'll see a slider right here. Here's the 1-2. I was right. Just misses outside. So we'll have 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in this top of the 7th, with the Eagles leading 2-1. That one's hit foul, so we'll stay at 2-2. It lands somewhere in the parking lot. Here's Norman with the second 2-2. Slider misses high. So count is now full at 3-2. There's the pitch as the slider swung on and missed by Cook for strike number 3. Great call by pitching coach Dion Felger out there in the dugout as we head into the bottom of this 7th inning. Here is number 2, Griffin Clark, the Tiger shortstop, up now. In this bottom of the 7th inning, takes a first pitch curveball for ball 1 and fouls that fastball straight back for strike 1. Clark steps back in the box to face this 1-1 count here. I guess time's called in the box. I looked down and Clark was no longer standing in the box when I looked back up. Umpire says play ball. Here's the 1-1. Hit foul over the home stands. That'll roll over towards the gym here on campus. One-two pitch is a slider, too far outside for a strike call, so we'll go to 2-2. Fastball misses up and out. Count is now full at 3-2. No outs here. Eagles still hold the lead 2-1. Tigers looking to change that this inning. That's ball 4. So Griffin Clark flips the bat and heads towards first base. Number 14, Jared Emery, stepping into the box now. Emery, a COVID sophomore out of Bessemer City, North Carolina, committed to West Georgia this past fall. That is where he'll be continuing his playing career later this year. Takes that first pitch for ball number 1. So the count is 1-0. With the always dangerous number 2 Griffin Clark on the base paths, has been known to steal quite a few bags. Ball gets away from the catcher there on ball 2. So Emery readies at the plate for this 2-0 pitch from Smith. Hit off his foot. That'll strike 1. That'll be strike 1. Smith comes set, checks the runner, kicks and fires. That'll miss low for 3-1 counts to the Tiger first baseman. That one's popped up, but it's going to go foul and out of play. Will probably land in the bleachers. Yep, it sure does. So now the count is full to Jared Emery at 3-2. Still no outs. Griffin Clark still on first base. I bet he'll take off here. He does. Slider misses outside, so Emery will have a walk. He'll head to first as Clark stands up on second base. Here is the Tigers' second baseman at number 11, Cam Grimes, but that at-bat will be postponed till after this mound visit. So after that, number 11, Cam Grimes, steps back into the box at home. Nick Sellers calling a bunt here. That's what he thinks will happen. I didn't catch the number. Oh, no, I know who's throwing. It's number 34, Preston Martinez. He threw yesterday. I thought I forgot his number, but then I remembered. First pitch misses outside for ball one. Nick Sellers calls a bunt again. I don't know what I think will happen. Here's the 1-0. Misses outside one more time. No signs of a bunt. Nick Sellers sticking with his plan here. Grimes gets the signal from coach down at third. We'll see if it's the bunt sign. It's not. There's strike one. Number 15, Ozzie Martinez, getting loose in the Dyersburg bullpen. Reese Milam still out there for the Tigers. That one's fouled off. We got a 2-2 count. Here's Martinez with the 2-2. A little too far inside, gets a rise out of the home crowd here. But that's a called strike three on a very inside fastball. Here's number 4, Logan Smith, up to bat with one out. Smith calls time in the box here. Umpire calls for some more baseballs. Oh, I think the ball got away in the bullpen. I think that's why time was called. There's one that misses outside, so we'll go to 1-0. Temperature now up to 80 since the last time that we spoke. I think it was at 78 or 79. That one misses outside as well. We'll go to 2-0. Forecast says mostly cloudy, but that blue sky, I guess, disagrees. .20 fastball down the middle's fouled off, so we'll go to 2-1. Martinez steps off the mound there, checks the runner at second, but does not throw. Swung on and missed is that outside fastball, so we'll go to 2-2 here. A little bit of a deceptive motion for Martinez, especially for right-handed batters. It's hard to see that right-handed sidearm, as the pitch a lot of the time starts even with about your shoulders or your ribs from that release point. misses up and out. So count will go to full. Scoreboard will read 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Here in the bottom of this 7th inning, Tigers have 4 hits to the Eagles 3. And there are men on first and second base. This one's going to drop into right field. Everyone will advance 1 base. No one will score. But that's a 1-out single for number 4, today's designated hitter, Logan Smith. Here comes number 15, Zach Rice, up to the plate. With the bases juiced, that's Griffin Clark on third, Jared Emery on second, and Logan Smith on first. That one's going to miss outside, so we'll have 1 out. That one's hit well but foul, so we'll go to 1-1. Nick Sellers making sure his truck is all right. It is.
Ball's over there.
He says his truck wasn't even near it, so it's all good. Good for you, Nick. Glad everything's all right. Got 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul. Into the Dyersburg dugout. Someone made a pretty nice snag. Can't tell who it is. Number 26. It's Caleb Baskin. He threw yesterday with the snag. The Dyersburg dugout. Counts 1-2 for catcher Zach Rice now. There's a slider in there for strike 3. There's out number 2. And now the bases remain loaded for number 3, Stoney Smith. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. The 0-0 pitch to Stoney Smith looks like a 2-seam fastball. With a little bit of tail, gets in there at the letters for strike number 1. There's a swing and a miss for the second strike. Comes the 0-2 from Martinez. Misses up and out. So we'll go to 1-2. That one's hit foul over the home bleachers. So we'll stick at 1-2 here on the count. Would be nice to scratch a few across. Necessary, frankly, to finish this regular season with a 2-game win streak. Hoping to go into playoffs with some momentum. That one swung on and missed. That's 3 strikeouts this inning for Martinez. The Tiger defense headed back out in the 8th. Number 16, Reese Milam on the mound for the Tigers now. Up facing number 29, James Dodd. Milam has a 1-1 count, throws a slider there, misses outside for 2-1. Number 33, Joey Willis, getting loose in the pen. Here's a 2-1 from Milam, misses outside for 3-1. That one misses outside. That is a walk on the 3-1 count for Dodd. Here's number 5, Pierre Seals, the right fielder. Up now with a man on first and no one out. There's a slider in there for strike 1. Good job getting ahead on Seals here. Another one misses just a hair outside. We'll go to 1-1. Milam with 30.1 innings this year. Throws a slider, misses outside there. Has allowed 39 hits and struck out 30 in those 30.1 innings. Faced 129 batters. Here's the 2-1 from Milam. Another slider just misses outside. There's strike 2. The count will go to full. That one's fouled off, so we'll stay at 3-2. That's going to miss outside, and it'll be a walk for number 5, Pierre Seals. So there will be men on first and second base here with no outs in the top of the 8th. This will bring up number 22, Cooper Miles. Squares to bunt there, tries to draw the third baseman in. Umpire says he kept it out there and went around, so that's strike 1. Squares to bunt again, that one misses outside. Tigers still trail 2-1. That one misses, so we'll go to 2-1. Bunt attempt is dropped foul. We'll go to 2-2 here with no outs. Top of the 8th. Milam checks the runner, gets set for this 2-2 pitch, kicks and fires, misses outside. We'll go full again. This one's hit high into shallow center field. Hayden Hunt coming in. That one drops in front of him. Adam Haber around to grab it. Everyone will advance one base, as that is going to be a single for Miles there. Number 19, Marquise Charles, stepping up to the plate now. There's a slider drops on in there for strike number one. That one's going to catch the batter, so it'll be a walk, or a hit by pitch, I mean. And one run will come in for the Eagles. I'll go adjust the score on the laptop for all of you lovely folks at home. Here is number one, Cameron Johnson, freshman transfer out of MTSU, that's Middle Tennessee State University, up now to face a pitching change. Number 33, Joey Willis, right-hander from Lakeland, Florida. I knew it was Florida, couldn't quite put my finger on the city, though. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Curveball, hit in the shallow right. Scott Campbell grabs it. It's going to be good for out number one. The runners will tag. So that's another Eagle run. Number 44, Grant Davis in the box now, facing Joey Willis, has a 2-0 count thus far. Here's the pitch. Willis misses outside there. It's going to go 3-0. 3-1, 3-0 pitch is good for a strike, so we'll go to 3-1. Willis has 13 innings this year, allowed 13 hits and struck out 19. Faced 52 guys. Fastball there misses, bases are full one more time after that walk. So the top of the order is going to be up with number 8. Oh, never mind. Actually, yes, the top of the order is up. There's just a visit with the hitter and the third base coach. So that's going to be number 8, Jalen Fithian. That one's going to miss for ball number 1. That one's going to miss. A close pitch on the outside half, but we're going 2-0. Cam Grimes holds the runner on second base. There's a pitch from Joey Willis. It's good for strike 1, so the count will go to 2-1. That one's off the glove of Stoney Smith. So no play is going to be made. Another run comes in to score. Eagles take the lead 5-1 on that error from Stoney Smith. Here is number 10, Andy Martin. That ball's hit very hard. Scott Campbell comes down with it. No runs, tag. They thought for sure that ball would get down. So there is 2 outs and no one scores on that one. Here is number 17, Lucas Cook. Willis set for this 1-0 pitch here. Curveball misses high. So count goes to 2-0 to Cook. That one's in there on the outside half for strike number 1. Count will go to 2-1 here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. This one's hit to Cam Grimes at second. Flip to Jared Emery over at first. There's out number 3. Here comes the Tigers and their bats in the bottom of the 8th. Here is number 19, Scott Campbell, to lead things off here for the Tigers in the bottom of the 8th. He takes that first pitch for strike 1. Preston Martinez back out on the mound for his second inning of work here late in this 9-inning ball game. That one is fouled up and over the press box for strike 2. That one's fouled off again. We'll stay at 0-2. Another foul ball. So one more time, we'll stay at 0-2. Campbell at .384 on the year coming into this series. Slider there misses high from Martinez. Slider inside there, does not get called for a strike, so it'll be 2-2. Pretty close pitch though. Here's the 2-2. Check swung, but did not go around. So we'll have a 3-2 count here for number 19, Scott Campbell. This one's hit hard and deep to left field. Under it is Martin. That's out number 1. Here's the lefty from Georgia, number 10, Adam Haber, in the box now. Takes that one outside. Martinez working quick. Here's the 1-0. That one tails outside as well, maybe a little bit high. So we'll have a 2-0 count here to Adam Haber. Flared foul. That'll be the first strike of the at-bat. Adam Haber hitting .362 on the season, 127 at-bats. Little check swing there, but didn't go around. 3-1 is the count. Tigers trail 5-1 now. Could really use some offensive production. Running out of opportunities here. That one runs inside. Adam Haber will take first with a base on balls. That'll bring up the top of the order with number 8, the center fielder Hayden Hunt. That one's going to miss outside, so we'll have 1 ball and no strikes here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That one misses as well, so it'll be 2-0. This one's hit high into right field. Pierre Seal's going to come down with it. for out number 2. And speaking of number 2, here is number 2, Griffin Clark. That one's going to miss high, so we'll have a 1-0 count here to the COVID sophomore from Midland, Michigan. That one's hit up the middle. It's going to get through. Haber's going to stay at second. I thought he was going to head towards third there, but he's held up on second. So that's a 2-out single for number 2, Griffin Clark. Here's number 14, Jared Emery, looking to do some damage. That one swung on and missed. It's going to be good for strike 1 on the Tiger 3-hole hitter here. Swung on and missed there as well. Emery's 0-2. Here were 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. That one's outside on a slider, so we'll have 1 and 2. Adam Haber out there on second base. Griffin Clark at first. Emery been known to put a lot of balls in play hard, especially with men on base. Led the nation in RBIs not too long ago. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. That's out number 3 as we head into the final inning of play. First pitch from number 33, Joey Willis, to number 29, James Dodd. Good for strike 1. Great job getting ahead there by Willis. Here comes pitch number 2. Very good looking curveball there for strike 2. Willis rocking the short pants this afternoon with the high blue socks to match the jersey. Here's the 0-2. Another curveball chopped up the middle. That's not going to get through. Cam Grimes puts a glove on it, but he's going to be heading too hard in the other direction to make a throw. So that is an infield single for number 29, James Dodd. Here's number 5, Pierre Seals. First pitch fastball misses high and outside, so we'll have 1-0. Curveball misses inside there. We'll go to 2-0. Matthew Gist getting loose in the pen for the Tigers. In case Willis gets into any trouble out here. Some life in the Dyersburg pen as well. That pitch misses 2, so we'll go to 3-0. That's going to be ball 4. Seals will have a walk. Up steps number 22, Cooper Miles. Matthew Gist throws a first pitch strike. Number 22, Cooper Miles, drops a pretty good bunt. Gist unable to make the play on it. So that's going to be scored a hit. Hit column at 6 for both teams. And bases are loaded again with no outs for the Tigers. Here's number 19, Marquise Charles, freshman transfer out of the College of Central Florida. Here's Gist. Misses outside. Charles will have a 1-0. Second pitch is in there for strike number 1. So we'll go to 1-1 on the count here with no one out in the top of the 9th and the bases loaded. That one swung on and missed. Fastball in under the hands for strike 2. Chop towards second base. Cam Grimes has a glove on it, throws it to Jared Emery. Runner is out. So that's the first out of the inning. 1 run comes in to score. Eagles lead 6-1. That one drops in for a hit. That's Cameron Johnson on first with an RBI single. Here with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Score is widened to 7-1 Eagles. This is number 44, Grant Davis. First pitch to Davis fouled off up and over the home stands here at Tiger Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here, just past 3 o'clock. Here comes the 0-1 from Gist. Pickoff move, not in time, but just designed to keep the runner in check over there. That one's going to miss out. So we'll have a 1-1 count. There's strike 2. We got a 1-2 count now. Chop towards third, gets by Stoney Smith. Adam Haber there to pick it up. He'll throw it to third. There might be a play. Runner safe. Another run comes in to score. It's now 8-1 Eagles. This is top of the order up with number 8, Jalen Fillion. That one's going to miss for ball number 1. That one misses high as well, so it'll be 2-0. That one's fouled off over the home dugout to be strike number 1. That one's fouled right back into your living room, so we got a 2-2 count now to the leadoff hitter number 8, Jalen Fithian. Fithian hitting .344 for the Eagles this year through 140 at-bats. 160 at-bats, excuse me. That one's hit to Stoney Smith. 1 out at second and no out at first. So fielder's choice there for Fithian, as that's out number 2 for Matthew Gist. Here is number 10, Andy Martin. Count is now 1-1 to Martin. There were 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss there. That's going to be strike number 2. That one misses up as well, so we're going to have 2-2. That one's hit way deep to left field. Adam Haber on the track. He brings it in. Here comes the Tigers' final chance to score. Cam Grimes up for your Chattanooga State Tigers. Laces a foul ball there. Foul by maybe 6 inches. So that is a hard strike one here in the bottom of the 9th inning. In the final half inning of the regular season, that one is swung on and missed. Tigers trail 9-1 in this one. Need 8 to tie and 9 to win. There's a slider hit high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder. He's on the track. It's brought in for out number 1. Making a pinch hit appearance in today's game, all the way from Ontario, Canada, is going to be number 27, Aiden McCaskey. Came in one of the final innings in last week's series. Laced a single up the middle. See if he can do the same here. Swung on and missed is that first pitch, so it will be 0-1 here. There's a slider in there for strike 2. Another slider. McCaskey able to lay off there. Count will go to 1-2 here with 1 out in the top of the bottom of the 9th. No Tiger base runners quite yet. Martinez comes set and fires home. That one's chopped foul. That one misses outside. We'll go to 2-2. Rung up is McCaskey. That's going to be out number 2. Here's number 15, Zach Rice, up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Slider there. Rice takes that on the outside half for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Hit right back where it came from, up the middle. There's a single for Zach Rice, as he's the first base runner here in this bottom of the 9th inning. This will bring up number 3, Stoney Smith. Fastball there to start off. Stoney Smith misses inside. We're going to go to 1-0. That one's fouled off. Smith will have a 1-1 count here. That one swung on and missed. Count will go to 1-2. Fastball outside will miss. We have 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. Chop towards third. It's going to go foul. Two-two pitch comes in once again. A little too far outside. Count will go full. It'll be a walk for number 3, Stoney Smith. Now there are 2 men on for number 19, today's right fielder, Scott Campbell. Hit in and out of the glove of the third baseman. That's going to do it here at Tiger Field. Thank you all for joining us today and every other day for the regular season. The Tigers are going to close out this regular season with a 42-12 overall record. That's going to be 19-6 on the conference. So good enough to secure second place in this upcoming conference tournament. I'll be right back on the microphone for you all then. There is a sophomore Saturday appreciation type deal going on after this game. I may be back on the mic. I may not. I have no idea. I'll go ask later on. But if I am, enjoy the show. And if I'm not, enjoy the show. And this is, as usual, Ben Anthony Bonacci and Nick Sellers coming at you on this Saturday. And we'll see you either next week or in a few minutes. Go Tigers.